Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, and we're bringing you our second bout of the evening from Philadelphia. And this is the heavyweight tournament that we are running using Title Bout Championship Boxing. And it's bout number 14 of the tournament, and it will be a battle of Olympians. Leon Spinks, who won a gold medal in the '76 Olympics, facing off against Evander Holyfield, who took the bronze due to disqualification when he hit Kevin Berry after the bell. So let's get ready to rumble. The bouts will be simulated using Title Bout Championship Boxing. The boxers were randomly drawn by a Google number randomizer. Say that 10 times fast. I'm not going to. For all bouts. We will avoid fights that actually took place to the best of our ability, and in round 1, I believe we did. A list of boxers for the bouts is provided below on the page, not in the chat, on the actual page, and there's a link to boxrec.com if you'd like any further information, or you can use Wikipedia, or just look them up online. So again, it will be Leon Spinks versus Evander Holyfield from Philadelphia. Our second bout of the evening. First, let's look at Leon Spinks. And there's Leon Spinks from St. Louis, Missouri, will be weighing in for this bout at 195 pounds. Height 6'1", reach 76. Trainer Georgie Benton, cutman Al Galvin, they were in the corner of Jimmy Young in the prior fight against Ingemar Johansson. That fight is being loaded up on the channel and will be on demand if you missed that one. Leon Spinks, record 26-17, 26 wins, 17 losses, 3 draws, 14 via the knockout or stoppage. Spinks would win the heavyweight title in only his 8th professional bout when he upset Muhammad Ali at the end of his career. Spinks would win a 15-round decision, would lose the rematch to Ali. Other big wins for Leon Spinks, he defeated Pedro Augusto, Alfilio Righetti, Alfredo Evangelista, who was a heavyweight contender, and probably his second biggest win after Ali, and which helped him get his second title shot against Larry Holmes, was his defeat of the highly regarded at the time Bernardo Macardo. From Colombia, I believe Bernardo Macardo was from. Let's take a look at Leon Spinks' boxer card. He is a slugger. He fouls occasionally. He likes to fight on the inside. That's where he wants to be. Doesn't cover up well. When he's hurt, you're going to be able to hit him and hit him at will. Go for the knockout 2 out of 4. Fight outside 2 out of 4. Again, he wants to get inside and throw his punches. He was a pretty good drawing power in his day, 7 out of 10. Proficiency, 10 out of 10. He knows what he wants to do, and he wants to do it. He does it quite well when he's able to. Control versus a boxer, 10 out of 13. And control versus a slugger, 9 out of 13. Holyfield is a slugger, so it's going to be slugger versus slugger. His chin's not the best. He will go down, and he will get knocked out and stopped. Aggressiveness, ultra aggressive, 10 out of 10. Endurance, 9 out of 10. Defense is a +3, so he has not the staunchest defense, as 3 punches landed will be added to his opponent. He likes to jump out quickly. Does not like to fight on the ropes. Hitting power, even though he's an ultra-aggressive fighter, 4 out of 13. Well below average. Overall title bout championship boxer rating is a 5. Let's go back and now look at Evander Holyfield as we prepare for the bout. Holyfield, Evander Holyfield, the real deal from Atmore, from Atlanta, Georgia, excuse me, was born in Atmore, Alabama. Will weigh in at 205 pounds for this bout. 6'2.5", reach of 78. Trainer Lou Duva, cutman Ralph Citro. Holyfield's record, 44 wins, 10 losses, 2 draws, 29 knockouts. Again, most of these losses for both fighters came when they were past their primes. Holyfield had a longer prime than Spinks, as Spinks was what you call a shooting star. Holyfield, just a tremendous fighter. His first titles came at cruiserweight. Again, he won the bronze medal in the 1984 Olympics. He was DQ'd after hitting Kevin Berry after the bell. He would win the cruiserweight title, unify it, and he would also win the heavyweight title. And I believe he did unify that also. Big wins come over Mike Tyson, Dwight Coetzee, Michael Spinks, George Foreman, Larry Holmes. Again, Foreman and Holmes. Foreman was the second coming of Holmes. George Foreman. Larry Holmes passed his prime. He beat Riddick Bowe in a wonderful trilogy. He beat him once. Bowe would beat him twice. He also beat Ray Mercer, another fellow Olympian, as well as John Ruiz and Michael Moore. Moore would also defeat him, though. Let's go to Evander Holyfield's boxing card, and we're using his heavyweight boxing card. Holyfield is a slugger, just like Leon Spinks. This is going to be a violent, exciting fight for as long as it lasts. Holyfield wants to fight on the inside. He can also fight good on the outside, but he wants to be on the inside. 4 out of 4, outside 3 out of 4. Covering up 2 out of 4. Go for the knockout 3 out of 4. He will clinch, maul, and brawl on the inside just as well as Leon Spinks. Drawing power 10 out of 10. Intellect 10 out of 10. Proficiency 10 out of 10. All very good ratings. Against a slugger 12 out of 15. And boxer 11 out of 15. Doesn't matter because it's slugger versus slugger. Very good chin. Recovers well from being hurt. And he absorbs tremendous amount of punishment. Killer instinct is an 8. Aggressiveness is an 8. Endurance is an 8. He can be worn down late in a fight. Defense is a +2. So these fighters will throw punches and they will hit each other. It should make for a very exciting evening here in Philadelphia after the Young and Ingemar Johansson fight, which was very exciting. Holyfield's hitting power 8 out of 13, so it's above average. And he likes to throw his punches in combination. His overall title bout championship boxing rating, 11. So he will have an advantage, but this was a pretty good draw if you're a Leon Spinks fan. They're going to go Billy Goat to Billy Goat and pound away. And now let's get to the bout. It will take place in Philadelphia. Leon Spinks will be to the left, and Evander Holyfield will be to the right of your screen. Here's Leon Spinks. And here's Evander Holyfield. The real deal. Fighters are always in their prime for our heavyweight tournament. And they're always at tip-top condition. If you're playing this game, you can actually just have the condition be random, and it will depend off their ratings. In the corner, once again for Leon Spinks, Georgie Benton, the trainer. He was in this corner. Jimmy Young, his cut man. Al Galvin also was in the corner of Jimmy Young in the prior fight. For Holyfield, Lou Duva, the trainer, and cut man Ralph Citro. Fight options, 15 rounds. The strategy will be determined for both fighters by title bout championship boxing, will be simulated automatically. Adjust for weight is checked out. We're at the Philadelphia Convention Hall. The announcer is Michael Buffer. The referee is Arthur McCanty. The three judges, as usual, Mickey Van from England, Larry Ezzard from the US of A, and Dung Ung Park of South Korea. The fight will be, in case of a rare incident stoppage, it's a draw until half of the bout is complete, and then they'll go to the scorecards. The three judges will do the scoring. There's a 3 knockdown rule in effect. Mandatory 8 count in effect. Scoring the 10-point must system. You cannot be saved at any time by the bell. The count will continue. And the referee and doctor can stop the bout. Holyfield and Spinks are both sluggers. Holyfield with the control factor of a 12 versus a slugger, while Spinks has a 9 versus a slugger. So Holyfield will dictate the pace of this fight, most likely. Let's go to the training aspects. Holyfield has the advantage in power. You can see that here. Holyfield in the reddish pink. Endurance, Spinks has the advantage. Defense, well, they're basically the same. You can hit them and hit them a lot, as they're both very aggressive inside fighters. Hand speed, not much difference. Slight edge to Holyfield. Leon Spinks does throw his punches, and again, like Ingemar Johansson, he might surprise people with his speed. It's better than most people think. Tactical skill, advantage Holyfield. Tactical skills just means if you can follow the instructions of your corner and what you trained on how to fight the fight. Now let's move on to the bout again. Spinks Holyfield coming up from the Philadelphia Convention Hall. Arthur McCanty, the referee, Mickey Van, Larry Ezzard, and Dung Ung Park. The judges, ring announcer Michael Buffer. The unofficial score card will be Don Koss for Title Bout Championship Boxing. Both fighters are in the ring, and they await the bell. They go to the center of the ring, and Arthur McCanty Sr. will give them the final instructions. And this should be a good one, folks. So once again, Leon Spinks 26-17-3 with 14 knockouts. Holyfield 44-10-2 with 29 knockouts. Both Olympians, both former heavyweight champions. McCanty asks, any questions from the Spinks corner? They say no. Any questions from the Holyfield corner? Duvis says his trunks are a little high. And he smiles at Georgie Benton as he's just poking a little fun. He says no. Fighters go back to their respective go back to their corners, and they await the bell. And here's the bell for round number 1. And the start of the fight, both fighters out to the center of the ring. Spinks on your left, Holyfield on your right. Holyfield throws and misses. Spinks, hands held high, comes on the inside. He gets tagged by Holyfield. Holyfield letting his hands go. Spinks comes right back with a 1-2. Billy Goat to Billy Goat. They're standing right in on each other, pushing and shoving, mauling and brawling. Holyfield with a slight advantage, but Spinks a very strong fighter at 195. Holyfield weighing in at 205. Again, mauling and brawling on the inside, trying to work the free hand. Holyfield digs to the body, up to the head with the left, and now looking to land the right. He misses. Minute 15 left to go here in round 1. Very physical, mauling, brawling round, but Holyfield is letting his hands go on the inside as he continues to work hard on the inside with the hooks to the head and body, and a solid right cross wobbles Spinks. Spinks moves backward under 30 seconds to go. Holyfield trying to pour it on. Spinks throws a 1-2 off the ropes. He misses, and he's hit again. He staggers back towards the ropes, and there's the bell. A huge round for Evander Holyfield. Looking for the quick stoppage. He had Spinks stagger twice from the right hand. As Spinks slumps in his stool already. A huge round for Evander, the real deal Holyfield. They're trying to revive Neon Leon in his corner. Let's go to the scorecard. That could have been a 10-8 round. I will make it 10-9 as well as Don Koss. So after one round, Holyfield really put a thumping on Leon Spinks. Let's go to the Spinks corner with Georgie Benton and Al Galvin. They were in the corner of Jimmy Young in the first fight here in Philadelphia. And they just want Leon. You got to be busier. He really was out physical by Evander Holyfield. Again, Spinks not a weak fighter. He's a strong fighter, but Holyfield was able to impose his will in round 1. Spinks takes a sip of water, spits it out. It's the way Spinks fights. He's going to come forward, fight hard on the inside. He'll do the best he can for as long as he can. Let's go over to Lou Duva and Ralph Citro in the Holyfield corner. Duva very happy, very happy. Holyfield was Duva's first fighter to win a heavyweight title. He had always promised Rocky Marciano, his good friend, that he would get one of his fighters. He would manage or train a heavyweight champion, which he did. Duva very happy. Again, Holyfield can work on the outside if he wants, but he prefers to fight on the inside and let his hands go. And he throws hellacious combinations on the inside. Ralph Citro gives Holyfield a sip of water as we prepare for round 2. And let's just look at those punch stat numbers for round number 1. A big round for Holyfield. He staggered Spinks twice towards the ropes. Spinks was only able to land 6 punches, while Holyfield just rat-a-tatted Leon with 36 punches in total landing to the head and body of Spinks. Could be an early night for Leon. And here's the bill for round number 2. And Spinks looks to stay on the outside and pot shot Holyfield, but instead he gets pot shotted with a 1-2. Holyfield bouncing up and down on his toes. And Spinks ducks under, comes up with a big left hook, and follows it up with another left-right combination. Holyfield backing up, Spinks coming forward. Holyfield lands a straight right hand. All bets out the window now. They're standing toe-to-toe, mauling and brawling, throwing punches. Both fighters exchange. Spinks got the better of it. And again, they throw simultaneously. This time, Holyfield gets the better of the harder combination. Spinks lands a left hook to Holyfield's jaw. Holyfield comes right back, digging to the head, down to the head, up to the body. Spinks with a 1-2 on the inside. Both men working hard. Standing toe-to-toe on the inside, mauling, brawling under 30 seconds to go here in round 2. Spinks lands another good right hand on the inside, digs the left to the body. Holyfield, Spinks trade at the bell. What a close, hard-fought round. That was a very close round. I give it even, as both fighters rattled each other. Good comeback round for Leon Spinks. After nearly being TKO'd in the first, when he's beaten like a piñata. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard. I give it a 10-10 round. Don Koss for Title Bout Championship Boxing gives it 10-9 Holyfield, so he has Holyfield up by 2. I have Holyfield up by 1. Let's go to the Leon Spinks corner. Georgie Benton's very happy with what his fighter was able to do in that round. I mean, both fighters wanted to look like they wanted to stay on the outside and pot shot one another. And then once the punches started to fly, that was out the window. They went Billy Goat to Billy Goat, head to head, and pounded away. The fans are on their feet here in Philadelphia. No nicks, cuts, or abrasions out of the ordinary for Leon Spinks. Galvin, some light end swell work around both eyes. Benton wants Leon again to work off the jab. Let's see if Leon will take heed to those words. Let's go to the Holyfield corner with Lou Duva and Ralph Citro. As Duva really wants Holyfield to work everything off the jab, stay more to the outside until he hurts Spinks and then move in. But again, Holyfield likes to brawl. All bets out the window once he gets hit. He wants to trade and throw those hellacious combinations on the inside. We prepare for round number 3. Let's go to the punch stat numbers for round 2. Spinks lands 35 punches to Holyfield's 36, and it was just an outstanding round of boxing, both fighters rattling one another. I gave it an even round. Spinks did work off his jab, and threw combinations and uppercuts on the inside, as well as Holyfield. They were basically a mirror of one another. So here we go for round number 3. There's the bell. And again, both fighters look to fight outside, trying to work the jab, but Spinks always looking to come in a bit. He blocked that shot, and Spinks with a 1-2-3! Holyfield is badly stunned! Spinks coming forward, Holyfield trying to cover up! Keeping Spinks away, pushing him away. Spinks continues to maul on the inside, not letting his hands go effectively though. He's not following up. Holyfield is still rattled. His legs aren't there. They're wrestling on the inside. Spinks tries to work the free hand. Mercanti breaks them apart. Now Holyfield throws a 1-2 combination. They score some points. Block that uppercut. And then the counter shot by Holyfield. Spinks is rattled. Holyfield opening up on the inside. Again, Spinks feels those blows. Under a minute to go. Holyfield just letting his hands go. Spinks is dumbfounded. He cannot retaliate. Right hand missed as he winged one. He is caught with a counter left to the head and then the right hand. And there's the bell. Holyfield throws and misses. So what started off like a big Spinks round, he really hurt Holyfield badly. He was unable to follow up as Holyfield tied him up, pushed him away, smothered his punches, caught his second win, and then once again took it to Leon Spinks, beating him from post to pillar. Another big round for Holyfield, and it didn't start off so well, but it sure finished terrific. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard. Another 10-9 for Don Koss and for Evander Holyfield. He has it 3-0. I have it 2 rounds Holyfield, 1 round even. I gave the second round even. So on the Koss card, 30-27 Holyfield after 3. So after a good comeback round for Leon Spinks, once again he falls into the round 1 fiasco of not being able to throw his punches, and he rattled Holyfield badly with that combination, ending with that nice short right hand on the inside. You could see Holyfield's knees buckle for a moment, but he quickly grabbed onto Spinks. Spinks tried to pull him off. A lot of mauling and brawling until Holyfield caught his second wind, and then Spinks was rat-a-tatted to the head and body. Benton imploring Spinks to bull Holyfield back. Let's go to the Holyfield corner. Lou Duver extremely happy, except for the shot that Holyfield got tagged with. Other than that, the first minute, actually the first 45 seconds with Leon Spinks, Holyfield recovered nicely by clutching, grabbing, holding on, pushing away. And the last minute 30, Holyfield beat the bejesus out of Spinks. We get ready for round number 4. Let's look at some punch stat numbers, which should be overwhelming once again for Evander Holyfield, and they are. Holyfield landed 29 of his punches thrown, while Spinks could only muster 6. And that all came off that one vicious combination and a few follow-up punches early in round number 3. We prepare for round number 4. Can Spinks once again turn the tide back towards him? There's the bell. Both fighters off the stool, and they're going to stand toe-to-toe right off the bat. Billy goat to Billy goat, and Spinks lets his hands go first. Left to the body, right to the head, left to the body. And now Holyfield counters with a 1-2-3 combination. And again, a 1-2-3 by Holyfield. Spinks starts to move back, tries to bull in, gets caught with an uppercut and a right cross. Holyfield's opening up. Spinks is eating blow after blow. Under 2 minutes to go. Spinks finally ties up. The referee breaks them. Minute 45 left in round 4. A quick start by Leon Spinks has puttered out as Holyfield is beating him. Oh, big right hand just missed. Spinks ducked away from that. Was unable to counter. He missed with his shot. Oh, and just as he was coming up, Spinks got nailed with a 1-2. The uppercut brought his head up and got nailed with the right hand. Big right cross misses by Holyfield. Now Spinks comes right back with a 1-2-3, forcing Holyfield back to the ropes. Holyfield fights his way off the ropes. 30 seconds to go here in round 4. Spinks is in trouble once again. He is eating everything that Holyfield is throwing. to the head and body under 10 seconds to go. Spinks in a lot of trouble. Mercanti looking on, and there's the bell. Another huge round for Evander Holyfield, as Spinks cannot maintain his early attack. Mercanti goes to the Spinks corner. He's looking in as Galvin and Georgie Benton are working on an almost exhausted Leon Spinks. He has taken tremendous amount of punishment here. Let's go to the scorecard very quickly. Another 10-9 round for myself and Don Koss. Holyfield now up 40-36. 4 rounds to none on the Koss card. 3 rounds and 1 even on my card. To the Spinks corner, and Georgie Benton is just perplexed. His fighter is able to get on the inside. Holyfield is obliging him. They're going Billy Goat to Billy Goat, head to head. But it's Holyfield whose hands are a bit quicker and letting his punches go. He's telling Spinks to really work hard to the body and again try to push Holyfield back. We go to the Holyfield corner and Lou Duva and Ralph Citro. And Duva very happy. Not happy with Holyfield being tagged early once again, but the great recovery. And if you've ever watched a Holyfield fight, he has great recuperation powers. Little light end swell work by Citro. Now he gives Holyfield a swig of water as we prepare for round number 5, and the end could be close here, folks. The end could be close. Let's go to the punch stat numbers for round 4. Spinks did land 6 more punches than the prior round. He landed 12, but Holyfield landed 48. Spinks was a human punching bag. And now let's look at the endurance here. As you can see, Spinks' endurance, again, he had the edge in endurance, and it's all gone now. Look at Holyfield's endurance, over 3/4 it looks like still, and Spinks well under a half. Here's the bell. A little delay with the bell. And now here's the bell, round 5. And again, both fighters going to fight on the inside. They're in the center of the ring trying to exert their dominance, and Holyfield lets his hands go, hurting Spinks once again, backing Spinks up towards the ropes. Spinks tries to get low and bull forward, and he's caught with that combination. Uppercut snaps his head up, and then the right hand, and now he is badly hurt. Holyfield opening up, looking to TKO Spinks. Spinks trying to cover up, moving back. He's eating every punch that Holyfield throws. Blocks a couple of those shots, smothering them on the inside now. Works his way back to the center of the ring. Continues to smother Holyfield on the inside. He's covering up. He is badly hurt. Holyfield measuring him, trying to work the body. Those punches got through. Mercanti looking on. This could be close to a stoppage. A minute to go here in round 5. Spinks holding on for dear life, not throwing anything. He is eating a lot of leather here. 40 seconds to go. Can he survive round 5? A 1-2 combination by Holyfield. Slides underneath the Spinks retaliation. They tie up. 15 seconds to go here in round 5. Mercanti looking on. Close to the bell. And there is the bell. A big left-right missed by Evander Holyfield. Total dominance by Holyfield. Quickly go to the punch stat numbers before we do anything. Spinks landed nothing in that round. I envision a TKO within the next 2 rounds as Spinks is taking a beating. Holyfield landed 30 punches. Spinks was hurt early, covered up, and then held on for dear life. Quickly go to the Spinks corner before we go to the unofficial scorecard. Georgie Benton's very concerned for his fighter. He's asked Leon, do you want to go? Leon says yes. They all say yes. But sometimes the corner has to say no. We'll go to the Holyfield corner, then we'll go to the unofficial scorecard. That was a huge round for Holyfield. A little more economical in his punches. But he landed pretty much everything he threw. Lou Duva very excited in the corner. They're sensing a victory and moving on to round 2. Says, keep it up, champ, keep it up. Unofficial scorecard before we start round 6. Don Costa has given the first 5 rounds all to Evander Holyfield. I have it 4 rounds Holyfield, 1 round even, and that was in the second round. That was even. Here we go, round 6. And could this be the possible end of the fight? And again, they're going to fight inside. Spinks wants to get in there and work. That's his only chance. He stays in close. He lets his hands go. Those were pity-pat scoring blows for Spinks. Holyfield muscles him away. They both throw again. Spinks got a little bit of the better of that. Maybe Spinks getting some confidence here. Holyfield possibly tired from hitting Spinks so many times. They tie up, they push away, they tie up, they push away. Again, a lot of mauling and brawling on the inside. Mercanti says fight. Under a minute 40 to go here now. And Spinks again throws on the inside. Both fighters throw and land. Holyfield with a 1-2. Holyfield seems a bit winded, trying to catch a second wind here. Now he comes out with a 1-2-3, pushing Spinks back. Under a minute to go is Holyfield. Oh! Holyfield coming in with the right hand. He staggers backwards. Spinks with an opportunity here. And Holyfield retaliates with a right hand. Back and forth they go with under 30 seconds. Both fighters rattling one another. Spinks still on unsteady legs. Both fighters throw and miss. Spinks lands a 1-2. And there's the bell. Close round, mauling and brawling round. Both fighters rattling each other's brains. I'm going to give that Leon Spinks. 10-9 to Spinks. Great fortitude and heart by Neon Leon. And let's go to the corner. Georgie Benton. A bit happier for his fighter, but this is what Leon Spinks does. He has to get on the inside and let his hands go. He's a defensive sieve. Galvin gives Spinks a sip of water quite quickly. And for all the punishment that Neon Leon Spinks has taken, it's only the normal wear and tear of a pugilistic contest. Nothing out of the ordinary. We go to the Holyfield corner. They're still concerned that Holyfield, again, not a defensive wonder, gets caught with that right hand. And he got rattled. And they're actually telling Holyfield in the corner, you lost that round. And again, Holyfield looked like to take a slight breather. He's thrown a ton of punches. As we prepare for round number 7, quickly go to the scorecards. And I gave it 10-9 for Spinks. Don Koss makes it an even round. So after 6, he has Holyfield 60, Leon Spinks 55. Leon Spinks and Michael Spinks, both siblings who held the heavyweight title like the Klitschko brothers. They did it well before the Klitschko brothers. Let's go to the punch stat numbers before the round number 7. Spinks landed 24 punches. Holyfield outworked him by 6 more punches landed. But again, I gave it to Spinks. He was able to rattle Holyfield on 2 occasions. Spinks, no quit in Leon Spinks. And here's the bell for round number 7. And again, they're going to fight on the inside. Holyfield lets his hands go first. Spinks trying to pull him back. He's not throwing, though. Holyfield pushing, mauling, and brawling, keeping Spinks out of rhythm. And as he does it, he lets a combination go, but Spinks is able to push Holyfield back towards the ropes. And just as he throws, Holyfield lets his hands go quicker. And again, 2 quick combinations move Spinks back towards the center of the ring. Spinks seems a bit wobbled there. He's not throwing. Holyfield opening up, bouncing, landing 1, 2s, and 3s. Those a big combination there. Spinks seems badly hurt. He's on Queer Street. Now he ties up. Mercanti orders them to break. Now they break. Under a minute 30 to go here in round 7. It's been all Holyfield. And Mercanti looking on. This could be close to a stoppage. Spinks not doing anything. Now he ties up once again, but Holyfield not taking advantage here. Spinks. And there's a left hook by Holyfield that finally gets through. A lot of swelling now on that Spinks eye. Mercanti looking on. Both fighters throwing and missing. And again, Holyfield bouncing on his toes, landing a 1-2, staying on the outside, pot-shotting Spinks. And, huge left hook at the bell. Spinks nearly went down, but he stayed on his feet. Another whitewashing round for Evander Holyfield on Leon Spinks. As Georgie, Bet, and Al Galvin come out to bring their fighter back to the stool. And he is in a world of hurt. Landed nothing. Quickly to the punch stat numbers. Landed nothing once again. He has become a human punching bag for Evander Holyfield. Holyfield landed 52 punches. Hellacious combination after combination. One blow after another befell Leon Spinks in that round. Now to the Spinks corner. And my God, that eye is a mess. That left eye. As that just, finally all the punishment that he has taken has produced a left eye that's 42% with swelling. Al Galvin will have to have a miracle here to reduce that. This fight will be stopped in this round is my prediction. This upcoming round. Georgie Benton's telling him, go for broke, go for broke. 3 minutes, kid, 3 minutes. As Spinks nods his head yes, but he's all but done. Put a fork in him. Quickly go to the Evander Holyfield corner. They liked what they saw out of Holyfield. He started off fighting on the inside. Saw that Spinks wanted to obviously fight on the inside, and Holyfield in his own mind decided he wanted to fight a little bit on the outside, bouncing up and down, pot-shotting Spinks and opening up. And really just hammered away at Leon Spinks, pushing him away, never letting Leon get any type of comfortable punching range on the inside. That could have been a 10-8 round. I give it 10-9, and so does Don Koss. Holyfield in complete control of this bout as we approach round 8. And this could be the end of Leon Spinks. Remember, Leon beat Muhammad Ali in his 8th pro fight. Past his prime Muhammad Ali, really, obviously. And then he would be TKO'd in his only other attempt at the heavyweight title by Larry Holmes. He would also lose to Dwight Muhammad Coetzee for the Cruiserweight Championship. Here we go. Round number 8. The beginning of the end for Leon Spinks. Spinks moving forward. Trying to land that big right hand. Holyfield looking to take him out. A 1-2 by Spinks. Not a lot left on his punches, folks. Not a big puncher to begin with. Oh, a huge 1-2-3 by Holyfield. The right hand rattles, and Mercanti very close to stopping this bout. Spinks is covering up, just absorbing punishment on his arms and shoulders. Those combinations are getting through. Spinks starts to back towards the ropes. Holyfield ripping shots to the head and body. Spinks is defenseless as Holyfield just picking him apart here, measuring him. Spinks is able to parry away those left hooks, but not that one. That left hook to the head got through, a right to the body. Spinks is a mess. A lot of swelling. Those punches are getting through his guard now. Mercanti takes a look after he separates him. 45 seconds left to go here in round 8. The doctor could stop this soon. They tie up on the inside. Mercanti again takes a look. 20 seconds. Spinks smothering Holyfield on the inside, trying to survive this round. And it looks like he will. There's the bell. And they should stop this in the corner. The crowd not very happy. But again, Holyfield had Spinks hurt and decided to take a breather. He has thrown a lot of punches. And I'll take it out of you also. We go to the Spinks corner. And that's swelling. Spinks did a good job covering up as well he could. The swelling actually went down from, I believe, what was it, 46% is down to 37%. Again, a great cut man in their corner, Al Galvin, doing yeoman's work. Great job by Galvin. Georgie Benton's simple instructions. You got to knock him out. You have 3 more minutes in you. They'll probably ask that until the fight's over. Quickly to the Holyfield corner. They're happy with their fighters doing. They're telling him your second win will come, your second win will come. So there could be a slight glimmer of hope for Leon Spinks. I don't know how. He's taken a hellacious beating. But it seems Holyfield's a bit winded from punch after punch landing on Leon Spinks. Spinks' endurance is all but out. It's gone after 8 rounds. Holyfield still with endurance, but looking to catch his second win. Let's go to the punch stat numbers before we start round number 9. Spinks landed 6 punches. Holyfield, again, he was a bit tired. Only landed 18. It's a 10-9 round for Holyfield, as I score it that way, and so does Don Koss after 8 rounds of boxing. The title bout unofficial score, Don Koss has it 80-73 Holyfield. As we prepare for the bell here in round number 9. There's the bell. Spinks comes out very aggressively. Holyfield meets him with the same enthusiasm. They're going to stand toe-to-toe and bomb away. And it's Holyfield who gets his combination off. Spinks was rattled by that left hook. He backs towards the corner. Holyfield pursues. Spinks fights his way out of the corner, but then is forced back in by another big combination. But Spinks fights his way out again. He wobbles Holyfield. Back and forth they go. Holyfield, the quicker, fresher fighter, gets his punches off quicker, and they're landing. Spinks again trying to dip and dive and bull his way in. Holyfield pushes him away. Holyfield is a bit winded. He's not throwing it. Just as I say that, he lands a good 1, 2, 3. Spinks is hurt. Big left hook missed by Holyfield. Spinks isn't throwing. He's out of gas. He is a punching bag once again. Holyfield ripping shots to the head and body. This is close to a stoppage here. Spinks trapped in a neutral corner, bulls his way out. They move towards the center of the ring once again. Holyfield throwing the jabs out there. Spinks blocks one, now ties up. They break, 30 seconds to go. Another big combination, ending with an uppercut on the inside by Holyfield. Spinks is badly hurt. The swelling is almost had his eyes shut. Under 10 seconds to go. And there is the bell. Spinks throws and lands at the bell. Let's quickly go to the punch stat numbers. And again, Holyfield just opening up on Spinks. Spinks did his best earlier in the round, but then is worn down by the constant attack of Evander Holyfield. And when Holyfield fights on the inside, he also moves side to side. He'll bounce back a bit, then come back in to regroup. Holyfield seemed to have caught his second win towards the second part of round number 9. He landed 42 punches and worked the uppercut quite beautifully on the inside, landing 10 times along with his hooks. Spinks' big punch of choice was the uppercut on the inside also. But there's a big advantage to Holyfield in the punching power. We'll move on to round 10 in a moment. Quickly to the Spinks corner. Same instructions as that eye now 49% swollen shut. And there's also a cut on, so he has swelling around the left eye and a bad cut on the left eyebrow. The TKO is evident. You can just see it. And Holyfield is like a shark in the water when there is blood in the water. He will be all over Leon Spinks, whose left eye is an absolute mess. As most of the attention by Gavin is now spent on that very bad cut on the left eyebrow, and he's having trouble closing it. The blood's still coming from it as he applies the coagulant and the goop, the white goop on the eye. Quickly to the Holyfield corner. Duva says, let's finish him off. Let's finish him off. Again, endurance is gone for Spinks. Holyfield still a good amount of endurance left going into round 10. Spinks fighting on heart. There is never any quitting Leon, just like Evander Holyfield. Both two tough pugilists. Unofficial scorecard, 10-9 Holyfield, I agree. Don Koss has it after 9 rounds, 90-82. Spinks with the instructions of go for broke, go for the knockout. Here's the bell for round number 10. Swelling, bleeding. Here comes Leon Spinks going all out. Missed with a big right hand. Holyfield pushes him away. Spinks again mauls in on the inside, but he's not able to land effectively. And there it is! The big right hand coming out of the clinch! Holyfield's in bad trouble. Oh! And he countered him with an uppercut. Down goes Leon Spinks. Spinks had just hurt Holyfield. Holyfield dug to the body, up to the head, and down went Leon Spinks. Counts at 7, 8. I don't think he's beaten it. He just staggers up at 9. Mercanti's going to let this go. I think it's a huge mistake. Holyfield opening up, letting his hands go. He's not landing. Those punches got through the high guard of Spinks. This fight, it will be coming to an end. Holyfield snapping Spinks' head over and over again. Mercanti's close to stopping it. Holyfield looking to open up once again. Spinks covering up. Spinks trapped in the corner, pushes his way out. Spinks nailed with the left hook after Holyfield dug to the body, went up to the head, under a minute to go. Spinks pulls his way forward, pushing Holyfield back. Holyfield fights off of the corner once again. Missed with those shots. Spinks might survive this round. A 1-2 landed by Spinks in retaliation. Nothing on those punches. Under 25 seconds. Mercanti looking. He's giving Spinks a tremendous amount of benefit of the doubt here. Spinks is going to make it through. They tie up. And there's the bell. So Holyfield drops Leon Spinks, but is unable to stop him. Spinks did a good job of smothering Holyfield's punches and keeping his guard high. Quickly to the Spinks corner. Swelling on the left eye, 52%. Swelling on the right eye now, 3%. Galvin was able to stop the cut. Great job. So the cut for the moment over the left eyebrow has been stopped, but that could burst open at any moment. And again, simple instructions from Georgie Benton. You need the knockout. And he rattled Evander Holyfield with a tremendous right hand on the inside. A little more punching power, he might have dropped the real deal. Quickly to the Holyfield corner. They're happy with what they saw, but they're quite concerned. And they have to be concerned going forward that those right hands are easily available to land on Holyfield. He has been hurt on several occasions throughout these rounds. He does a great job of recovery and not letting his opponent Spinks follow up. But still, when you face some bigger puncher, again, this was a great draw for both fighters, especially Holyfield. Spinks is going to be there, and his punching power is well below average. Punch stat numbers, Spinks landed 10. The uppercut punch of choice, he landed 4 on the inside, but it's that one big right cross on the inside. It was a short right hand that rattled Holyfield and buckled him badly. Holyfield only landed 23 punches, I say. Only. Worked a lot off of his jab. He did catch after Spinks hurt Holyfield. He tried to follow up. Holyfield dug to the body with a left and then came up with the left uppercut, and down went Leon Spinks. So we prepare for round number 11 as we go back to the corner view. This fight's gone farther than I thought, and both fighters come out very aggressively, looking to take each other out once again. Big right hand combination missed by Holyfield. Spinks is unable to counter. He is dead tired, out of gas. There's a pity-pat 1-2 that scores. Again, Holyfield just backs up a bit, looking to get a little space and lure Spinks into his trap once again. They tie up on the inside. They break. Mercanti taking a big look at Leon Spinks. He is a mess. Those eyes giving him problems. He's not really seeing... Oh! The left hook landed. That wobbled Spinks. Another nice combination by Holyfield, ending with the left hook. A 1-2-3 by Holyfield. Spinks once again assumes the position of human punching bag. I don't know what Mercanti's waiting for. As, oh wow, Holyfield just opening up, snapping Spinks' head at will over and over again. Under a minute 15 to go. Mercanti should be stepping in. He is just pummeling Spinks at will. As he moves side to side, Spinks just standing in that center of the ring. like a punching bag hung to the ceiling. His legs can't even move him away as he absorbs more punishment to the head and body. He buckles, grabs onto Holyfield. Holyfield pushes him away. Under 20 seconds to go. Big left hook missed by Holyfield. Under 10 seconds, a block punch by there. Spinks blocks those other blows, and somehow Spinks survives and will get through to round 12. And Georgie Benton should really stop this fight in the corner. That's all I'll say. We'll quickly go to the punch stat numbers, as this has gotten ugly. Spinks landed 5 punches. Nothing really on any of those punches he landed. Holyfield landed 30. Ripped off 10 combinations against Leon Spinks' head and body, as Spinks just basically planted himself near the center of the ring. His legs couldn't even move him away. How he stood up, I do not know. Great heart. But that can get you badly hurt in the sport of boxing. Benton wants to stop the fight. Spinks says, no, let me go out on my shield. We don't want to see him go out on a stretcher, that's for sure. The swelling on the left eye over 50%, now 52%, and the right eye is 12%. Mercanti should stop this fight. The corner should stop the fight. Duva wants Holyfield to just continue to target those eyes, as they don't feel that Spinks can hurt him with anything now. But there is a cut that we missed, a cut on Holyfield. I don't know if it was from the head, but they're saying it was a punch. A cut on the outside right eyebrow. The positioning is not bad, and Ralph Citro is working on it. The blood should flow down the side of the face, but again, when punches are thrown, it could get into Holyfield's eye. Wouldn't that be something if somehow that cut rips open and Leon Spinks wins by TKO? I don't think so, but here we go, round number 12. Who'd have thunk it? And off the stool again, and here they go at each other in the center of the ring. Not a lot of energy left in Leon Spinks at all. Holyfield throws and misses. Spinks grabs onto him, works his hands on the inside. Nothing on those punches. He still continues to try to work hard on the inside. Holyfield looks to be a little winded. He lands a 1-2-3. Both fighters mauling and brawling. Holyfield lets his hands go quickly. Spinks wobbles again. He weebles and wobbles, but will he go down like he did? Oh, my Lord. A big left hook after the combination by Holyfield. Spinks is in horrible shape. He cannot see those punches coming. Another 1-2 as Holyfield's bouncing on the outside, a bit in and out now. Just rat-a-tatting Leon Spinks. Spinks misses with a big left hook and a right hand. Spinks just winging with hopes and prayers of trying to land on the chin of Holyfield. He lands on the chin there, but nothing on it. The right hand landed, but nothing on it. Leon has nothing left. Under a minute to go. They tie up. Holyfield pushes him away. Spinks staggers back towards the ropes. Holyfield pursues. Under 35 seconds. Mercanti again looking. What are you waiting for, Arthur? They tie up. 24 seconds to go. Neither fighter throwing. Uppercut missed by Holyfield. Wow, he threw that from the outside. You don't want to do that. That's how you won the title. Oh! He walked into the right hand! Wow, Holyfield walked into the right hand at the bell as he wobbles back to his corner. Leon Spink put all his energy into that one last right hand, it seems. And it wobbled Holyfield at the bell, but not enough to win the round. And they come out to grab Leon and bring him back to the stool as we approach the hard luck round, round 13. I didn't think it'd go this far. Quickly to the Spinks corner. He's a mess. Swelling around both eyes. But Galvin has done yeoman's work. The swelling has gone under 50% on the left eye, down to 40%. But it has come up on the right eye to 27%. The cut on the left eye has not reopened for Spinks. Again, simple instructions from Georgie Benton in the corner. You got to knock him out, Leon. Well behind on the scorecard. We'll take a quick look before we go to the Holyfield camp. Another 10-9 round for Holyfield. Don Cost, the unofficial scorer for Title Belt Championship Boxing, has it 120 Holyfield, 108 Spinks. As we approach the hard luck round, round 13. Quickly to the Holyfield corner. Citro stopped that cut on the side of his right eye. I believe it was the right eye. But again, Holyfield staggered back to his corner. He got caught by that Spinks right hand at the end. He produced almost all the power, Holyfield. He was coming in with a punch as he dipped down, dug to the body, was coming up, and Spinks countered him with a short right hand on the inside. Punch stat numbers for round 12 as both fighters get off their stool and wait for the bell. Spinks landed 18 punches, Holyfield 24. Again, Holyfield seems a little winded, but he has thrown a lot of punches and landed a ton on Leon Spinks. Here we go, the hard luck round, round 13. I didn't think we'd get there, but here we are. Both fighters at the center of the ring, again standing toe-to-toe, but they're very tired. Even Holyfield's tired. Mauling and brawling, Holyfield throws a three-punch combination. They score, but there wasn't as much on those punches. Big right hand missed by Holyfield. Spinks smothering Holyfield on the inside. Holyfield pushes him off and lands a 1-2-3. All scoring blows. The swelling is very bad, and the physician has come in, and Mercanti brings him over, and that is it. Leon Spinks is done. It is a TKO. Mercanti called for the doctor finally, and the doctor has stopped the fight mercifully here in round 13, saving Leon Spinks from any further damage, and he sure took a ton of it in this fight as the cut also opened up again, and there's a lot of blood on Leon Spinks' face. As Galvin and Benton bring the stool out where the doctor is, Spinks sits down, and they'll work on those cuts. So the winner by TKO in round 13, Evander Holyfield, as Leon Spinks basically became a human punching bag for most of this fight. So Holyfield will advance. Leon Spinks will go home. Michael Buffer with the official announcement. It's a TKO as I click too quick. So Holyfield with the TKO. As Mercanti called for the doctor said stop the fight. Mercanti said the fight's over. And it was. So Leon Spinks' record will fall to 26-18-3 as we add the simulated bout with 14 knockouts. Holyfield moves on to the second round. Opponent to be determined after the blind draw. He goes to 45-10-2 with 30 knockouts or stoppages. Quickly go to the punch stat numbers. Holyfield nearly threw 1,000 punches. He threw 990, a typical Holyfield fight. Spinks threw 349. Holyfield landed, let's see, 410. Spinks landed 137. That being said, Spinks showed tremendous heart, courage, and determination. And let it be noted, he did rattle Holyfield on more occasions than Holyfield in his corner probably liked. A bigger puncher possibly could have dropped Holyfield. There was one knockdown. Both fighters suffered cuts. And Spinks was a mess at the end of the TKO, swelling around both eyes and bleeding badly around the left eye when the doctor stopped it. Punches landed per round, the average, Holyfield landed nearly 32 punches, Spinks about 11. Punch of choice, pretty much anything Holyfield threw landed. Look at it, 84 jabs, 85 hooks, 87 crosses, 76 combinations, 70, I mean, it's just a beating. A beating. Ouch. Could have stopped the fight sooner, they did not. Just for ha-has, let's look at the official scorecards before we end our broadcast. And all three judges, Mickey Van of England, Larry Hazard Jr. of the US of A, and Dong Eun Park of South Korea had 120-107. Holyfield well ahead. The one knockdown was scored in the 10th round, and ironically, it came after Leon Spinks probably hurt Holyfield the worst. Holyfield was digging to the body, coming up to the head, so he was coming up, and he basically produced the power for Leon Spinks. Spinks threw at the perfect time, catching Holyfield, and he was badly staggered. That was a 5-point punch, which is the biggest punch you can get without a knockdown. He grabbed on, he pushed him off. Spinks tried to follow up and got countered with a left to the body and up to the head, and down went Leon Spinks. To his credit, he got up to fight on for a few more rounds before the TKO in the 13th. Mercifully so for Leon Spinks. Let's go back to the fighters. We'll update the records. And as you see, Holyfield now, with the simulation added, 45 wins, 10 losses, 2 draws, 30 knockouts or stoppage. Spinks falls to 26-18, 3 with 14 stoppages. So, Holyfield will move on. I'd like to thank everyone who watched. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to come back for another Title Bout Championship Boxing Tournament bout. We'll have another one a little later in the week. I don't know what bout yet, but we'll figure it out. Feel free to comment. And watch out for the big left hook. Or the right hand. Till next time, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. And as always, peace.